All right, guys, so we're on hole 10, 560-yard par 5. Gonna be starting it right at that last little mound there, that little yellow mound, playing a baby fade with the driver. All right, so I absolutely pulverized this. Got 245 left to the pin. Gonna be aiming at the left edge of that bunker with the 4-iron. Just trying to put it in the center right part of the green. All right, guys, we can see the pitch mark right here. Ball kicked down a little bit. I'll tell you guys what, that was honestly a perfect shot. Now, before you guys say, well, you didn't hit the green, that was a terrible shot. Well, when you have a hazard left, you know, in the green that close to a hazard, hitting from 245, your target should not be this flag. Your target should be over there. And if you draw it a little bit, great. If not, you have a chip, just like this. And if you pulled it, you'd still be, you know, on the screen. So check out Scott Fawcett, Decade Golf, brilliant guy. I follow a lot of his stuff, really, with shot making and decision. It will keep you out of a lot of trouble on the course because you'll set yourself up for success with your target lines. So we got about a 20-foot chip shot here. We're gonna be hitting a 62-degree wedge. Should run away from us a bit. So see if we hit a good chip. All right, so really solid 4 there. I did not hit a bad chip. I just caught it literally 5% fat and it just kind of got hung up. I will say I've gotten a lot better at minimizing my head movement and my dip at impact, thanks to this guy right here. Only took about 2 months and we're still working on it, but I'll tell you what, if I still had that dip in my chip, probably would have gone about a foot. So just goes to show what stable head movement around the greens can do. It gives you a lot more room for air, and I was able to make the 4. So now on hole 11, 400 and I think it's like 20 yards. Gonna be hitting a 2-iron right at that big tree right there. Should have a wedge in. All right, guys, so beautiful shot. You can see the pitch mark right there. Got 146, and look what we got. We got a few deer. Pretty cool to look at. So 146. We can go ahead with pitching wedge and just try to put it just left of this pin. Set ourselves up for look at a 3. All right, guys, so that was an awesome shot. Got about 15-20 feet left. The reason I'm so excited about that shot is because if you look, you can see right here, that's hazard. And it's right at the same length as the flag. So if you're 20 feet right of this pin, you're in the water. And you will see pros, when they're 150 yards out, this is where they will put it every single time if there's a hazard right there, or at least where they're trying to put it. The reason I'm excited about that, as I've explained many times before, one of my biggest problems is I have a tendency to go at sucker pins even when I'm trying to aim away from them. In this instance, I actually picked the tops of those trees there to aim at so that I couldn't see the flag. I was just aiming at a target and went right at it. So it's a good thing to keep in mind. If you're having trouble aiming away from sucker pins, either get your line away from that pin and then find something in front of your ball to aim at, or find like the tip of a tree or a cloud to aim at. Anything that gets you away from looking at the level of the flag stick will really help you out a lot. So we got 15 feet. Let's see if we can roll it in. Oh my God. Well, I know you guys are gonna yell at me on that one. That was a perfect putt. Just didn't quite give it the run to get it up there. You know, these greens are a bit slower. You know, it's winter, so I've done that a couple times this round, so I really gotta remind myself of that. So now we're on the hole 12. Unfortunately, access to the back is not allowed because they're air fights, so we're playing from up here. 132 yards to the pin. Probably playing about 140. I'm gonna go ahead and hit pitching wedge and see if we hit it close. I think I just made a hole in one. I heard something up there. All right, guys, well, threw that right over the pin. You can see where we hit from right there. Honestly, I got pretty excited because, again, I've never had a hole in one, believe it or not. You guys probably believe that, I'm sure. But that was right on top of the pin, never left the flag, and it was uphill, so I couldn't see where the ball was. And I didn't see the ball in the green until the last second, so I actually thought for a second I made a hole in one. I'm gonna make a hole in one for you guys at some point. I will figure out a way to do that. But pretty good shot still. Got about 12 feet coming back down the hill, so let's see if we can make it. Well, a bit of a disappointing two putt there, but Bernie's got about a 20-footer of his own, and I think it'd be a good idea to do some greed reading tips here and some other stuff with putting. So take it away, Bernie. See what you got to say.
Yeah, so I'm going to show you a tip here I've learned from a good friend of mine, Mark Sweeney, who developed Aim Point Golf, and we're looking at elevation here. Sometimes you're going to have a putt, you're not sure if you're putting up or downhill, and you'll see a lot of tour players. They're going to stand between the ball and the hole on the low side, and they're going to appreciate how much higher the ball is or lower than the cup. And in this case, Kyle, if you show the viewers my ball relative to the hole, so you can see how the golf ball position is relative to the hole from here, and I can see the golf ball sitting a little bit lower than the hole. So I know it's an uphill putt, even though when I'm over the ball, it might look differently, because you have this optical illusion here because of this crown that it makes it look like a downhill putt. So it's actually slower than what I'm seeing from this point. It's going to break quite a bit. Let's see if we can get it down there and give it a run here for birdie.
That is literally what I've been doing all day.
These are a little slow, but that was good fun.
But I promise you guys, in the summertime, that putt would have been money. So when these greens firm up, this course probably rolls about 12 or 13, which is crazy fast. So keep that in mind. It's a really great way to spot check whether a putt is uphill or downhill, especially if you're trying to keep a good pace around the greens in terms of pace of play. It really tells you a lot about the putt in a very short amount of time. So definitely do that in the greens. I think you'll find a lot of benefit from it. All right, guys, so on hole 13, drivable par 4, only about 340. So I would probably normally in a tournament hit it right in that fairway, but I know you guys want to see me hit driver, so I'm going to try to put it the right center of that green with the baby fade. The wind is moving this way, so that'll probably hold it off. So we'll see if we can hit this green. Oh. All right, guys, well, really hit a good drive. I think it landed right about there, and yeah, skipped up to the next tee box. So yeah, there's a big slope down here. I'll show you guys more inside. You can really see how it slopes down. So probably about a 10-15 yard carry with a 62, and see if we can hit it close and hold the screen. Well, a bit disappointing there, but you know what? I didn't really hit that bad of a chip. It was a very tough shot, and that was the exact putt I wanted to hit, just didn't quite break. So I'm okay with it. So you just got to keep moving on. So now on hole 14, only 270 yards to that pin. I'm going to be aiming with a 3-iron right between that group of bunkers right there. If it catches that slope and kicks right, that's great. If not, we can still get up and down. All right, guys, so that was an awesome shot. Absolutely ripped this 3-iron. You can see, got probably about 40 feet coming back. That was exactly where I was trying to put it, because if you miss right here, you're gonna be in the water. So I was just trying to put it right here, and I just hope it kicked in. So that's perfect. Hitting the ball great right now. So let's see if we can get down in 2 or even make our eagle. Well, it was a good 3. It's a 2-putt birdie, so I will take that. Now on hole 15, 460-yard par 4. You'll be taking driver, starting at kind of where those reddish tree leaves are, and play a baby fade, and send it. All right, guys, so perfect drive here. Got 135 left, probably playing more like 128 or so. Keep hitting a 48-degree wedge and just kind of flipping it in there and see if we can get it close. Guys, so I hit a really good shot there. I'll see if I can show it to you. You can see it there, probably about 8 feet, 12 feet away. But I thought this would be a good little tip here, and Bernie agreed. So it's hard to really show, but this is a significant slope. And just so you guys know, slopes don't show up as severe on camera. Just know, this is a pretty significant slope where it's sloping this way and it's above your feet. So why don't you take it away and tell these people kind of how we work on low point control with the slope like that.
Yeah, so you have 2 elements here, the ball being above your feet and then the downhill part of the shot as well. Whenever it's above your feet, your swing is going to have to be a little bit shallower or more around your body so that you don't get too steep. But we also have to get down this slope. Always a good idea to practice swing and picture the bottom of the swing where the club's staying low to the ground and going with the slope. Don't try to help the ball up in the air and back up. That's a classic mistake and causes a lot of mishits. So near your ball, feel the club down the slope. Usually when it's a little bit above your feet, I recommend shortening your club. So you can see I've moved my hands on the club here and take a nice smooth swing and you'll hit good shots from here.
Yeah, and I thought that'd be something good to show you guys because Bernie's worked on that with me a lot. That was a pretty big struggle I had in my game for a while, but we got a lot better once I've gotten more into training and stuff with low point control. When you have a side hill lie, downhill lie, that's really what it's all about. So I would definitely apply those tips next time you have a side hill or downhill or uphill lie and experiment. You know, if you're playing golf and you're keeping pace, throw a few balls down at uneven lies because you really will learn a lot about how to hit those shots. And that's really something you cannot practice on the range, which is why I'm such a big advocate of practicing on the golf course. So hopefully that helps you guys out. So we can make our birdie. Well, not my best putt there, but we're gonna keep working on it. We will get it, I promise you guys. I know you guys want to see me keep getting better. I'm literally working my butt off every day at this point, so we're gonna keep working. So on hole 16, 390 yard par 4. Fairway ends at about 310, so we're gonna be hitting a 2-iron right at the left edge of that green side bunker on the right there, and should leave ourselves a wedge in. All right, guys, so a pretty good tee shot here at the left center. Got 102 left, and I'll tell you guys what, that complex right there reminds me a lot of hole 13 at Torrey Pines. Let me know if you guys see that as well, because I thought it was kind of cool how it's almost like a replica. But yeah, 102 yards, give me a 58-degree wedge and throw it a little bit past this pin, let it suck back, and hopefully we'll give ourselves another good look at birdie. Well, that stung. Landed right here and it rolled back to there. If it landed right here, that would have absolutely been like 3 feet away. I caught that about 2% heavy. We talked about it last hole. It was a downhill slope off of a very tight lie. It's very easy to catch those fat. I caught it this much fat and went about 4 yards shorter than normally would have, and that made the difference. It landed there instead of there. So that's golf sometimes. So see if we can splash it out and see if we can get up and down. All right, guys, so that was a phenomenal up and down, and Bernie has challenged me on this hole, 170-yard par 3. You can see it here. Pin's in the back center. He's challenged me to closest to the pin. So I'm gonna be hitting a 9-iron, bit of a hurting headwind here, and try to put it just left of the pin. So we'll see if we can hit it closer. All right, well, this is my ball, that's Bernie's ball. He's saying he hit it close to me, but you know what? We're both off the green. So as far as I'm concerned, it doesn't count. That's my excuse for, you know, saying I didn't lose. But honestly though, guys, you know, the water there, not a bad miss. I was actually trying to hit it right in this area here. And pulling it left is okay. And the reason you aim away from sucker pins like that, so if you do miss, if I were to push it right, I would have actually been right on top of the pin instead of in that water. So it's a really good thing. I've been harping on it a lot, playing away from sucker pins. That's what TPC courses have a lot of, because it's supposed to train the tour players to play away from trouble. So we can definitely get this one up and down. We got a lot of green to work with. Probably gonna use a 58 here. We'll let Chase on down to the pin. Well, that was a tough 4. Guys, I know it's 100% mental. I just talked to Bernie about it a little bit. You know, what he's saying I'm doing, and that was a right to left putt, and I like to follow the line of the putt as I look at the ball in the hole. And when I look at the hole at the last second, it might cause me to pull it. And it's just, at this point, psychological. I just got to keep working at it. But guys, I'm excited because I'm just playing great golf. You know, I just got to keep at it. And you just got to understand that those shorter putts, you gain control by giving up control, and that's what I'm still struggling to do, is being okay with missing those. Now, you shouldn't be okay with missing those per se, but psychologically, you should be in the mindset where it's not a huge deal either way, because that frees you up to make a good stroke. So, but I'm working on it, and I'm getting closer every day, and you know, we've gotten our short game better, our chipping better. Now we just got to get the putting better. So Bernie's smiling right now because he knows that we have a little bit in front of us, but we're doing well. So 9-hole 18, final hole of the day, 440 yards. You'll be hitting a driver at the left corner of that brick thing there and cutting it towards the flagstick.
Smoking.
All right, guys, so pretty solid shot here. Got 101 left to the pin. Gonna be hitting a 58-degree wedge. Well, this is gonna be a fun one. Hit right there and kicked pretty brutally left. Honestly, just lost a little focus there, and it's getting dark, it's getting tougher to see, so I'm not sure I'm gonna play this. Probably gonna go with the 62, just try to fly to the top and get the spin, so we see if we can hit a good shot. That was a insane up and down. I can't begin to tell you guys how impossible that shot was. But yeah, that felt good to close out with a really good 4. So that does it for us at TPC Potomac. Thanks again to TPC Potomac for having us out. Beautiful course. It's going to be a beast of a challenge this coming summer. So it was a lot of fun. What'd you think? Did you enjoy it?
Thought it was great, and as always, TPC Potomac's a great test of golf. And Kyle, you played some nice shots, and that third game shot on 18 here, I gotta say, you've gotten a lot better around the green, and throughout the day, we saw some really nice stuff from you around the greens, and you're driving the ball well, hitting some good iron shots, so your game continues to improve. Yeah,
it only took about probably 5-6 hours a day for several months for me to stop sucking in a short game. We're still working on it. Yeah, I mean, I'm excited for this winter, you know, with tournaments coming up and stuff like that. We'll see how I do with my transition into tournaments, because it's always a different type of golf, but I am really feeling good with how I'm playing, and he had a couple pretty good shots too, I gotta be honest. So, but that'll do it for us. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want more stuff like this, keep subscribing, keep liking the videos. Subscribe to Bernie's channel, his Instagram, I'll link them down below. And with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys next time.